You wanna come load up the live for me now, please, and thank you. I beg you to load up the live for me. Beg me, I beg you to load up the live for me. You understand? You know, say on Monday, I'm normally go Monday motivation. Move no police. Sure. Normally go Monday motivation, but I swear to God, I see a post a while ago. Zin, but what take place in a parliament. You understand me I say? And what it is that these our leaders of this country are asking for. And what it is that they are requesting and stating that okay, this is what Jamaica needs right now. And it is obvious that the leaders of our country don't have a ras clue, them don't have a clue as what it is that is going on in Jamaica right now. They are so out of touch, they are so far removed from everyday society. They don't know what is happening with the common man right now. Them don't know what life is like in the inner cities, nor in a or middle class society. Them don't know what going on. Them people are coming like them too rich. Them way too comfortable. Them politicians are way too comfortable. The man them we run the country, the man them are responsible for our well-being and our safety in this country, for our financial and fiscal development in this country. They are way too comfortable. Them don't know what the ras are going on in our country right now. Them not have a yo. I'm calm down, because I'm enough start cuss me a bad word, you know. I'm calm down. Triple X. Calm down and relax yourself. I try to deal with this thing as professional as possible. And I try my best to not be as emotional about this whole situation. But this is something that I feel that all of us as Jamaicans need to be passionate about. We need to think about these people that we keep on voting for and putting into power. Whether it be PMP or JLP. None of them not have a ras clue. None of them not have a clue. None of them do not have a clue. From the Minister of Water to the Minister of every rotted thing. Every one of them don't have a clue. You understand? Them do not have a clue what going on in this country. The man them in a parliament. And I go say, what them need is approval from parliament for giving more state of emergency. More state of emergency. Them want more SOE. That is what they want. They want more state of emergencies in a more communities across Jamaica. And that is what them feel is going to cause a reduction in the crimes. All of the community them with state of emergency in every single one of them has not seen a recognizable drop in crime and violence in these communities. None of them. None of them. People still are dead, people still are get murdered, people still are get robbed, people still are get raped. Every single thing is on the same level. And if it drop any bit, any at all, it is not anything to call home about, nothing of any. If we say, alright, boom. You know, say this worth it. The money where it costs the country for the state of emergency, the money where it costs to implement the state of emergency. Big man thing. It is ridiculous. When you go down to the nitty-gritty, what day them did post one, publish one, someone audit at the state of emergency. And them I said, the monies what them are used for rent, the barricades them cap, rent them are rent, and like the police them not own the barrier them what them are used to block the road them, you know. I rent them barrier. Them are rent the barrier them, barricades them. The poor to party them what them are rent. The money what them are rent them for is like 5 times what them what a normal company would have rent a porta potty for like a party. 5 times. You understand me? I say the catering where them a give the people them 2 slices of bread and 1 piece of chicken. Them a charge some big some ridiculous money for the money where them a use to provide refreshments and them something for the police them the one them will actually do a get refreshment. It is ridiculous. All of them state of emergency something is apply for these politicians to line the pockets of their contributors or their political donators. These are all, it is all that this is. And they are doing this on the backs of us, the Jamaican public, the taxpayers. They are doing this on the backs of the people them right now. That they might use the premise to say, okay, this is in efforts to make you safer because everybody is so scared, and they might use the frantic atmosphere I want go on right now where people are trying to scramble for safety. Them are trying to use this to draw the wool over we eye them to feel like say, okay, it is alright for them rob we blind. None of this thing what them do, it don't make no sense. The state of emergency does not make no sense. Them type of police in here don't make no sense at 2021 this. This is 2000 and barricade and Porta Party. It's a 2021 this. This is no 1920 or 1930. But if you stop people, nobody now gonna know say you stop nobody down the road. If somebody they right here so and I stop somebody and I search somebody, before them even set up to start stop and search, every criminal know what part of them because the criminal networks in Jamaica are so sophisticated. And I like one time when I done a criminal. No criminal, not dunce. Anybody where you hear them talk about say them dunce, them are not criminal. Them just go on like them are criminal. Anybody in Jamaica who is a criminal, the murderer them, the killer them, the man them who do the things them, the crime them, the robbery them, the real robbery them, and I talk about the petty thief them, the man them who do the real crime them in Jamaica are some extremely sophisticated individuals. These are extremely intelligent individuals who are doing these crimes. There are no dunce that are out there doing crimes. Don't fool yourself. Don't make them police here and them politicians are telling them foolishness. Criminals in Jamaica are some of the most intelligent people. If you want, alright. If them criminals are in Jamaica, they decide, so they want to use them criminal intelligence to make the country better, they would do a much better job than the politicians them and the police them out here. Because to me, I honestly believe that most of the people when you see in the security forces, I know most of the people who apply for this government work and them something are people who are not, when not have the reasoning ability or the sensibility to do the work what them supposed to do. Them only do this because, okay, this is the job that them can get with because it have a pension and it have some benefits. That is why most of these people go in there. And I know enough people, I'm going to get backlash about this. Some people say, I'm going to this police, I'm going to this soldier. But the truth is the damn truth. The way all them people interact with the people them on a daily basis. People, they are road every day. And the energy where police put into locking off a dance. The energy where the police them put into locking off a dance are locking up people and sending up people in a truck back. The energy where police use for run down taxi man and box them up and try to run down taxi and all them something. The energy where police use for run down the man them where sell illegal CD them. The energy where police use for sets and try to stop you as a person on the road we probably don't have on your seatbelt and them something. Irrespective of fact whether it is legal or illegal. The energy them put into that, if them did ever place the same energy into crime fighting in a Jamaica, we would have good. The country would not have no crime. People, the way I see them make, we have to run from them at evening time. Anywhere we go, we have to run up and down. If I go somewhere, I want to music I play, I will stand up on all the vibes. When we see police come, we have to run because when them jump out of them van, tear gas everybody. Run come sets and grab up people, box up promoter, take off the car off a shelf, and all them something there. And I saw them at it. Them not even aim for the crowd no more. When them are going when them sets and come on party, them are running at the bar and I try to take up the NC them and the Moscato them and the Moet them and the Bel-Air them and them so that them are do. Them that try to take up the liquor them and confiscate them for evidence. And when you do go to court now, you can't get back your liquor them because the police them don't know about the liquor them there. Them get lost in a hole, them get lost in a evidence. You understand? Them something is ridiculous. Jamaica under too much right now. I'm in a business, so nobody wants to say, who want to cuss me and say I'm in a business. I care zero. I honestly am fed up and I do not business. Anybody want to say, oh, me I condone slackness. Me not care. Me not care because me I talk about when me I live. Me not business about anybody. Me I talk about when me I see in front of my eye. We already under quarantine. We are already under curfew where you're supposed to reach your yard by certain hours a night. We already have soldiers everywhere. Everybody are run up and down and I walk up and down to the community. What more state of emergencies do we want when we see that none of this is causing a reduction in crime? People are getting murdered at an exorbitant rate, same way. This weekend are one of the most deadly weekends them for about 4 years. Look how much people dead in this one weekend. Look how much murders were committed in this one weekend. And we under curfew. And the murders that are taking place in communities that are under state of emergency. All of them communities where the killing them are going, the murder them are going, the drive-by them, the shootout them are going. All of these communities are under state of emergency. So what is going on? What is going on? Why do we need additional boots on the ground as them people? We need to live underneath a militarized state. And that you want? Does the government want to impose so many police officers and soldiers on the ground so that we end up living underneath a communistic regime where the people of the country has no say in how the governance of this country go? And that them want? That's how we want in another country? Eh? And that's how we want in another country? We are talking about too many guns in Jamaica. Which man in the ghetto own a boat? Which ghetto youth? Which man in the ghetto own a boat? Which man in the ghetto own a plane? When you forget that Jamaica is an island, you can't drive from Haiti come to Jamaica with gun. You have to go up on a boat. Coast Guard out there for that reason. All of the money we have spent on Coast Guard and them something there. What them a do? What them a do with it? All of them state of emergency, what them a do, and I say, alright, boom. Me here, the church where the woman get shot in yesterday. Them said the superintendent for doing other part there. God a church there too. So if the superintendent is not of police and whoever go kill that woman there, know the woman, know the church where she go, and them know who in the church. So if the superintendent of police being a member of the church was not deterrent enough for say, alright, boom, me wait for catch her somewhere else because the soup could have in the church and the soup friend them could have in the church too. And the soup would have him gun upon him. Why me go? If that was not deterrent enough for you to not go into the church to go kill them, you go tell me say soldier upon the ground I go make people no want to come kill nobody. Tell me now. We don't need no belt over our back. All of them, we call it now, all of them reactionary type of policing are done. Jamaica now have the government of Jamaica, the ministry of we call it now, of defense or the ministry of whichever one in charge of police in the country. Them not have no plan for crime. There is no plan for crime. There is no plan in place to reduce crime. No plan, not there. There is no plan. Them people just wing it. Them just do what them feel for do when them feel for do it. There is no plan. No plan. Ministry of Security. There is no plan in place for crime, for reduce crime and violence in our country. No plan, not there whatsoever. No plan. Them people just wing it. Them just go based on what them feel. Okay, this I'm send some police go down this one. That happen around this one, send some police go around this one. That go on around, send some police. Where is the intelligence? Where is the intelligence? Let me show you how them people are fool no bumbo. Let me show you how them people are fool. I'm going to show you something. You don't keep on and say too much gun there in Jamaica and ray. All of the time, let me show you how people fool. Because I'm an idiot, you know. I don't see no. I fully don't see no. You understand? I just go to school and go figure around up there. Me nah no sense. Me never go to school for do no crime fighting. Me never go to school for go do no investigatory nothing. So me no know nothing about policing. But listen me now and tell me if me an idiot now. Because me know me an idiot, you know. But me ask uno now for listen me and tell me if me an idiot. All of them time, yeah. Because since the year start, about 5 or 4 different times, them find how much shipment a gun pan the wharf. Correct? About 4 or 5 times them find over 20 guns in a one shipment on the wharf. Now, if you keep on find shipments of guns on the wharf, why is it that you feel like you must have to, when you find the gun them, you just take out the gun them and take picture and put it up so we find it. Because you don't want to press on the find gun. How that I go help you to know who has send the gun them? How that I go help you to know where part the gun them are go? Wouldn't it be, and this is me being friggin' stupid and dunce right now, you know. Wouldn't it be smarter for Uno as the police officers or for Uno as the Ministry of Security when you notice the gun them in the container them Or you scan them and find a gun in there. Wouldn't it be best if you just left the gun? Allow whoever supposed to come pick up the gun, pick up the container them, to come pick up the container them, use some form of intelligence agents to track the gun them, put a tracking device in the magazine or in a somewhere upon it or something like that. And don't tell me say we don't have them something, because if everybody have an iPhone 11 Pro Max or 12 Pro Max, we must can buy them tracking device. Because I see them something upon YouTube as well. The thing them what the people them have, I see them on Instagram come up in my feed, where them I say you can buy the little sitting where you're dropping your man car for track him, for see where part him I go, if my got people yard and them something there. Put it in them wallet for see where part him go and all them something there. Where you can, if all of them technology are there, if you can watch the man where you're there with, or if you watch the girl where you're there with, why we can't implement some of them same technology which is so readily available? Because them little tracking device are $36, I see them for Amazon. $36. All of them something here, for where them go. When them reach up or them go, you say, alright, boom. John Tom come pick it up. John Tom can't go over doing the park. When it go doing the park, it sets and show up. And you have, separate and apart from that, you have the people, them, the same drone, them we have a fly upon them. We can have them something there fly and I look upon them something there. Jamaica can invest on them something there. The money we take and we are buying Montero Sport, the police. Every minute we are give police Montero Sport. Every minute we are give police new gun. Every minute we are buy police new bulletproof vest and them something for run up and down. Them type of crime fighting they done with. Them days of 10 rat patrol, I drive down Power Road and run out and go find gunman, them days they done. Because from if you are going to look for a man a New Haven, Zin, if police are going to look for a man a New Haven, Zin over New Haven at Dwayne Park, from the police them turn pan Weymouth Drive, everybody around a New Haven know say police are come. Because criminal have friend everywhere. Same like how police have intelligence, criminal have intelligence network. From your turn in a community, from you reach at the front of the community, from your wait name again. From your wait name again, we call him something again. Transit to the community. Every police and every criminal have WhatsApp on them phone. All them have to do is take one picture, every friggin' criminal in the group can see it. Or if the criminal himself be in the group, somebody in the group can send it to the criminal to say police are come. Somebody said the 3.3 billion, huh? All of them something are things that the government can implement. You cannot, it don't make no sense. You don't need manpower. You don't need 50 million man to go fight crime. You just need to be smart. Them always say, work smart, don't work hard. You kill up yourself to pay for this heap of extra man hours when I provide no fruits to no labor. You find the gun them, track the gun them to see where the gun them are go. When you find who are receive the gun them, you actually say dismantle a part of the criminal network. When you get, if you find 30 gun, if you find 30 gun, pan you have 300 gun gone through already. If you find 30 gun, 300 gun gone through. But the person that is receiving the gun is still there. If you find the receiver of the gun and you squeeze them hard enough, they will tell you who is sending the gun, who is receiving the gun, who is the gun being distributed to. Finding the gun alone as an inanimate object that cannot tell you nothing, that cannot give you any form of information, that cannot give you any form of intelligence. How is it that you are going to find crime? How you are going to fight? What you are going to do? You are going to lock up the gun them and question the gun them and say, you Mr. AR-15, who did forget you? You Mr. 9mm semi-automatic, who was supposed to receive you? Who send you? Who put you in another barrel of rice here? Who put you in another rice here for send you come to Jamaica? Tell me now, Army are going to take out your magazine. What? How that makes sense? How this makes sense? All of them something here. Where you see them put on TV, if you say, oh, them find gun, and you see it on Instagram, say them find how much gun. This is just for shock we. We say bombard. And them gun, the Jamaican man, them have a them gun, them get bombard. The man, them all have some camouflage gun, green gun, pink gun, purple gun. But that not help for stop crime and violence. You seen that the police, this is just for the police, them create a narrative. Them are trying to create a narrative, say, yes, the police are doing a good job. They are searching and they are finding guns. But when you find gun and you find nobody with the gun, that can't help with. That cannot help with. Because like say Jamaica shot a gun. Out and a shot a gun. So you finding a gun, that cannot help we. You finding a gun and you find nobody with the gun. That no make no sense to it. That can't help Jamaica none at all. If you find 50 gun today, 300 gun come in our country today too. To replace the 50 gun the way you find. So that cannot help with none at all. Finding gun and posting so no find gun. I mean, I take one can tag JCF. Because I know them. I want to make me a business right now. I rather just stand on my yard and dead for hungry and not go on the road. And just dead. Because me don't have dead already. Because them are going to kill me on the road. Some way, somehow. The way things are going right now. Me soon dead. Zin. But how the things set right now? Can the people pressure the government? How can the people? Right now, I not even know the people for the pressure the government. Because Jamaican people are wrathful. Jamaican people are a fool set of people them in a world. Jamaican people are the fool. Look, man, alright. Police beat some people at foreign and everybody come out and protest and burn down the place and riot and mash up the place. Police kill people every last day. Yes, sir. Police are ill treat, we are beat, we are batter bruise, we are in a state of emergency. And we are in them inhumane circumstances here. And nobody riot, nobody no protest. When the people them call for a protest, nobody no go. People say son too hot for go protest. The government treat you like shit. For how much years. And yet still when election call, everybody run go out there because they get one plate of curry goat and 2 red stripe beer. Everybody go out there go vote because they get like a jerk chicken or they get 2 KFC voucher. Everybody run go out there go vote because the politician them give them one $2,000. Everybody go out there go vote because they get one orange shirt or one green shirt for put on and jump up and go up on one bus for drive for a Negril for come a national arena for go ball out. Yes, and ring bell and hold up fist in the ear. We are the foolish set of people. Foolish set of people in this world. And yet still, no matter what we see the thing bad, we there say Jesus Christ, nothing now go on, me a dead for hungry rotted, oh me pitney go to school. Since the homeschooling sitting here go on, yo me pitney them just a get done, so me pitney can't read, nothing now go on, me not have nothing to feed me pitney them. Right now we hungry, nothing, JP still a come and ray, and then when the politician come, you know say Andrew Wellness out there, so everybody run gone out, bro God, and I only set phone where you don't even have service, man. You have to sponge from people Wi-Fi. For video you, for catch bro God in your selfie, for post, for say one PMP, one government, one JLP, one government. That you don't want. That is all you don't want. Because everybody wants to dip on one side where they win. It is all, it come like sports day. We as Jamaicans care more about which political party win than which political party governs. And that is a fact. We are more obsessed with winning an election than governing our country. That is a fact. And that is, sorry my language, that is fucked up. And we will continue getting fucked. We as a country will continue, sorry for the, nothing else, sorry. We as a country will continue getting fucked in our body. Because that's how we are get right now. We are get raped. We are get buggered by our government right now. Government are bending over and give you some rotted hard stab. Because all them business about have to ensure say them maintain power. Power is the main objective for them. They don't business about we being better, the country being better. They just want to have power. It come like a man when in a relationship where him not stop beat the girl, kick the girl, box the girl. Him not have sex with the girl because him have 50 more girl have sex with him. But him just want to ensure say him have that girl. Him not want to leg on the girl because him just want to know say yes, a female girl. And him would have beat her, kicks her, box her, thump her, treat her like shit. Disrespect her, cuss her, say hate her. But him would have never left her. Him would have never let her go. Him would have never allow her to go try to seek better. Him would have never allow her to move on and make her life better. That is what our government of Jamaica is dealing with. So them are dealing with we. Them are dealing with like an abusive, hateful, twisted entanglement. Them are dealing with like we in a rotted abusive relationship. Right now we need to call Sissoko or call. Me don't know where to go call for help with. Me fed up, me don't know when me set some, me see the video come out today, me hear the government, Andrew Wellness stand up in a parliament and I go say him want more state of emergency for react to the upsurge of crime and violence a surge straight. State of emergency cannot help us, sir. Mr. Prime Minister, sir, it cannot help us, sir. Respectfully, I am appealing and I am appeasing and I'm begging you, please, Mr. Prime Minister. We do not need any more state of emergency. I know that you are the most honorable. I know that we're supposed to, because I do actually hold it in high regards because you are the Prime Minister of this country that I love and I respect you. I don't want to feel like saying I try to disrespect the Prime Minister, I try to disrespect the governance of our country. But we need some drastic change in this country. Our ways of fighting crime and violence makes no sense whatsoever. It no make no sense. It no make no sense the way we are trying to fight crime in another country. It no make no sense. None of this what we are do, it not go bear no farm, it not bear no fruit. All of the money we have sits and we are throw up on the police force. It better we just take the money and just pile it up down Emancipation Park and just get some cursing and throw up on it and light it a fire. It are going to do the same exact thing for fight crime than what we are do for invest in the police force. And the same thing it are going to do. It better we catch money, it place a fire. Hopefully smoke we make a criminal and catch cancer and dead. Because that are the hungry, that are the same thing what we are trying to do. Are the same thing we are trying to do. What I suggest we try to incorporate more innovative ways in crime fighting. I feel that we should try to get our police officers to infiltrate these criminal networks and try to get information and tackling the head of the network. It don't make no sense to try to just get the little foot soldier them. The man them go out and do the murdering. Them is not the man them where we need to get. We need to get out all of the people them from the head go straight down to the root. You understand? We need to set down and stop trying to fight crime. Fighting crime at the stage when the crime is being committed is not necessary. We need to try to have more community-based initiative where we go into communities and we try to sway the youth to make them know that criminality is not the way to go. We need to go into this thing and to make people know, say, alright, boom, them man we say them a gunman, them man on a bomb, them on a body. The man who kill people, they are not idols, they are not people for us to emulate. We need to set and go into a re-information or a re-edification of the society. We need to realign the thoughts of the youth of our country right here, so to make them know, say, them man over here so we are criminal. Them man are the man them we are supposed to look up to. We need to create more opportunities, more fruitful opportunities, more fruitful job and opportunities. Invest more in our country, the development and the skills network of our country. That is what we need to do. Create more jobs, more opportunities in our country for people to have a means out and a way and a means out to make it for themselves apart from criminality. And if I feel like say, the man them are criminal, just get up and say, alright, boom, me no want work. Me have a turn criminal. No for the man them out there criminal, a man will have all them degree, 2, 3, 4 degree. Man out there, no for them, most if you sit and do a survey right now, I'm pull over car. When we reach over there, I'm pull over a little bit car. Oh my God, man. If you do a survey in Jamaica right now, I'm going to tell you this straight. If you do a survey in Jamaica right now, people, for all of them man with their jail, no for them man with a criminal. Most of them man have at least 2 CXC subjects. Most of them money. If you sit and give them money, what the police them, what I think is lacking in Jamaica, we don't have no adequate data collection in Jamaica. We don't have data disbursement or intelligence disbursement at Jamaica. When I go to one police station, and because I have been in station, I get locked up already at Jamaica. I never get no charge now, I get locked up here already. Because I there road all the while and do all the bad things. So I there place I'm not supposed to do, and in a wrong place at the wrong time, and I get locked up. So I go to station and I know how the arresting thing go and station bill thing go. I mean, it all the good side, I never get charged yet, I get Lego. You understand? Because them say me wasn't really a criminal element. But I have been there and I see how it go. One big elevator book on table. And they write down, the police them physically have to take pen and paper and write down what is there. After you physically write down that, it's still in the big book. Until whenever somebody come collect the information and put it in a date, whenever. It file away some of them parts. Sometimes when they look for evidence, enough time when people got court evidence last, statement last, police all 6 months later when the case finally try, them can't find a statement to the police did write or the evidence that the police did take. So police have to go off from memory, try remember everything what it happened 6 months ago for right. So a son of criminal gateway. Because there is the network that is supposed to be there, it is obsolete. It is not anything that is compatible with this day and age that we are in. If the police them supposed to say, alright, boom, make us say, the police them get $3 billion to invest in a creating a universal network over Jamaica for all police stations, for can enter database, for putting all of them claims, warrants, statements, everything in a. If the police them forgot to buy a desktop laptop or a desktop computer, for put in each station, for go. If one computer costs 50,000 Jamaican dollar, for the computer to be purchased, it costs 50,000 Jamaican dollar each, you know. For it to be purchased and for reach the police station, each computer will cost almost $1 million. Because it have too much red tape around it. The bureaucracy, it have to go through this and that and that and that and before it reaches. It no make no sense. Too much corruption in our network, in this thing. The people in a power, they are not. Them no business about the country. The people them were supposed to implement all of them something. Them no business about fighting crime. You have no police out there. We have good police out there on the road who want crime and violence to stop, you know. But who is in charge of them? No business. And who is in charge of who in charge of them? No business. And who is in charge of who in charge of them? We're in charge of them. What's no business? Them no care. Because them people them here say, alright, boom. The government are going to spend $10 billion on crime and violence. When the people them at the top here, then they say, right, 10 billion, alright, 10 billion, me can thief 1 billion outside. The person under them say, alright, me can thief 500 million. The person that eat them say, me can thief 300 million. And I saw the money keep on disseminate and the trickle down effect. I saw the money start leach out. When the money finally reach the boots on the ground, the man them will get it. All them get out of 2 slices of bread and 1 fried chicken. Out of 300 billion. That's all them get. 2 slices of bread and piece of fried chicken. That them get to go fight crime. That is what them get to go fight crime. This don't make no sense, people. What go on in the country don't make no sense. Jamaica too small. Jamaica the most educated country in the whole entire Caribbean. And that is a fact. No country in the Caribbean are more educated. Not even over Cuba. Not as educated as we as Jamaican. Cuba don't have the access to information as a Jamaican. No other country in a Jamaica, in the Caribbean, is as technologically advanced as Jamaica. None. Google it. Jamaica the most technologically advanced country in the Caribbean. And that is a fact, brother. But yet still, we are fight crime like in the 1930s or the 1950s. And so we are fight crime. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. If we are the most technologically advanced country in the Caribbean, we should have the most sophisticated police system in the country. We should supposed to have the most sophisticated governance in the country. The people them in a power, them spend more time, or them more interested in the type of vehicle them a drive figure serve the country. They're more interested in that than actually serving the country. They're more invested in the perks of serving the country than actually serving the country. And this cannot be so. Alright, now yes, so here we go on now. I'm going to beat someone right now. Somebody say all the youths them seeing and hearing is gun song, pussy song, likes of what? Flipper, Mafia, Dodos, and prison. I'm telling you something. We need to understand this, you know. Stop playing musician. Stop blame artists. Musicians are art. They are artists. They are artists. And you see, art imitates life. And if it is not in life, art cannot put it out there. That is what art is. Art is a direct representation of what is going on. Anything where you hear in the music, anything where you see in the music or sip on your TV is a microcosm of what is happening in today's society. It is a reflection of what is going on in today's society. You cannot blame somebody. It come like say, your face dirty, and then looking at the mirror, and you see the dirty face, and you try to mash up the mirror because you say, oh Jesus Christ, look how the mirror make my face dirty. No! Your face is dirty, and the mirror is only showing you say your face dirty. What you need to do is wash your face. If you see the country, I go to shit, And you see the people, if this artist them are sing about the country I go to shit. You cannot blame the artists them for the country I go to shit because them are sing about what go on here so. How can you blame somebody for telling you what is wrong with you? It come like you go set some name a bag of salt and name a bag of fatty food and end up get diabetes and hypertension. And when you got the doctor and the doctor say, yo, you know, say you have sugar, your foot a go cut off. You go cuss the doctor, say, doctor want cut off my foot. Or the doctor wicked so, if you want cut off my foot. When are you over there and you have all of them fatty food, yeah, and I drink deeper soda them and make your foot get fast and want cut off. How can you blame the doctor for telling you what is happening with you? How can you blame the artists them in a Jamaica for a sing song where basically I tell you exactly what is going on in a this rash country? This no make no sense, so no jump and talk. No man we are go out there go do crime. Nah, listen to no man and say, oh, you know say a vibes cartel make me kill a man. Yeah? No man nah go do that. Any man we say I kill people. You think say people are gonna say, oh, my artist say me if I go in a church go kill a man, so just randomly go in a church go kill somebody. You think say I go do that? No. Him kill the person because it is beneficial to him. Him kill the person going quite beneficial to him. It goes to create to suffice or to feed the rationale that he is trying to accomplish. It has sent the message where him want to accomplish. It has achieved the ends that him try to meet. So do not blame artists to say them something have to consider. This is something that has been this is not the first time somebody did not church in Jamaica. And this is the figure part about it. And the first time people are shoot up church in Jamaica. No phone and jump on the top about say this and that. Couple years ago them they do it at one funeral. You think me live in a Kingston. And couple years back in a Kingston, you say in a East Kingston, them shoot up one funeral right in front of Bellevue, one church in front of Bellevue. Them do it at one funeral down at Mobile, where shoot out go on, where them shoot off a man in the church and soldier right around the corner. Them a shoot off a man in the church, and man in the church and shoot back off a man outside of the church. So why you don't feel like this thing as something new where go on? All of them things are things we are transpiring in our society. So if an artist sing about it now, say about going to church and pray, do not blame the artist because this is art. He is an artist. I'm talking about this yesterday in my life already. You cannot blame an artist for depicting his art or what he sees as art or him putting out there what is happening in society. Alright? That person has said, brother, everyone have a responsibility as it comes to society. Alright, so we are going to blame. Alright, fine. Everybody have a responsibility. But why all the artists them foot at the fire? And not all the politicians them foot at the fire? Why is it that we are torturing the artists and the musicians and the people and the proprietors of dancehall? Why is it that we feel like these people must pay the ultimate price? But yet still the politicians who we vote for to go in there, to implement change, to govern this country, to make us safe. Why is it that we are not holding them accountable for the criminality that is upsurging and showing its bitter face in our country? Why? Me just ask, you answer me no? Please explain this to me. Why is it that we are so quick or we are ready to crucify the artists or the people them from dancehall? We so quick to fling them on a cross and nail them up there and stab them on them side and throw vinegar in them wounds. But yet still the politicians them, we don't even want to ask them a question. We don't even want to ask them what is going on. We don't even want to say, can you come on? We don't want to make no suggestion because they are above reproach. Why is it that we all our politicians in such high regards? Why is it that we feel like somebody like me, because I know this is what going on, you know. I know exactly what going on, you know. No people are going to cut this and come put this up on film page and say Triple X are this, Andrew Owens are Triple X are this, the PMP are this, the JLP are this. This is what is going to happen, you know. Because we feel that these persons that we vote for to put in power are omnipotent and omnipresent. We feel like they are above and beyond reproach. We feel like these persons are not supposed to be held accountable for what is happening. We need to understand, say, these people that we vote for, they are civil servants, you know. Civil servants, you know. Civil servants, emphasis upon the servant. Them there fi serve we civil and we the country. Servant of them fi come serve we the country. That's how them there for. Them are we helper. Them are we groundsman. Them are we gardener. That's how them there fi clean the country. Them are the custodians of our country. That are what they are here for. You understand? That is what they are here for. Me not give a shit when I come talk about it, but the music is influential. Whether or not the music is influential, that is not the root of the problem. Focusing all of our energy to treat a symptom of a disease makes no sense. Treat the raw disease, you know, treat the symptom of a disease. That not make no raw sense. That not make no sense. That come like you say, alright, boom. I'm going to use the analogy I said to you. Me use the analogy I said them. It's come like you allow the people them for don't sex down the place without condom. How when them have AIDS, you treat them for the pneumonia where them get because of AIDS. You treat them for the thrush where them get because of AIDS. You treat them for the lesions and the genital warts and the sores them where them get after AIDS. And you do not try to teach preventative measures. You do not try to teach, well, abstinence are using barrier methods on them, so you do not teach people to use condom, and they are going to try to teach treat bombard. My brain got start fart up, you know. Ugh. Focus now, calm down. People may have ADHD. You understand me? So sometimes I get lost in my thought, especially in time I get excited. My brain just start fumble up and like be things that try to come out one time, I don't know what the hell me I say. You understand me I say? But the fact of the matter is this. I am not saying that music is not influential. I am not saying that they don't contribute. But the contribution that they play or they put into this, it is minuscule compared to what the politicians and the leaders of our countries are supposed to be doing. You understand? Zane, I'm telling you these people. That country, we need for all the people in our governance accountable. If they are inadequate, or if they are not capable or culpable of doing better, we need to get other people to go do it. We ourselves need to find people who are culpable and capable of creating change to put these people in power. You understand me I say? And if them people that don't know the rest them do, and it is obvious that they don't have a clue what they are doing, they don't know what they are doing, them don't know what they do. If the leader of our country is going to state or is going to ask for more areas or zones of state of emergency, Zin, if they are going to ask for more state of emergency or more zones for them put in the Zozo sitting, them not have a clue, them don't know what the fuck them do. Them don't know them do. They are out of touch with society. They don't know what we as Jamaicans go through on a day-to-day basis. They do not know what them not have no idea what the criminal element is capable of. And this is what I tell you this, you know. I'm going to show you this, you know. You have a brother named Napoleon. You understand me I say? Napoleon was an Italian war chief. Well, them claim same short, but history shows them never that short. Napoleon stated this: respect your enemy, study your enemy, admire your enemy, treat your enemy as you would treat your wife, adore your enemy before you start to fight your enemy. Because if you don't know your enemy, if you do not know your enemy, you cannot beat your enemy. And that is what is happening in our society right now. The people who are in law enforcement do not know the enemy. They don't know the criminals that they are fighting. Them don't know the criminals that they are fighting. They don't know the criminal element. Them know say the man they are bad man, you know, and them know say the boy they run the circle, and them know say alright boom. Some of them man we come shoot you and kill you. But they don't know who these people are. They don't respect the people who are there fighting. Them look on them and them say, oh, that dirty boy, that criminal boy there. That is all them. Once you start to address somebody as that boy there, it dirty junk or parasite germs, you don't respect them. And you have to respect your enemy. When you respect your enemy, you will appreciate the fact say your enemy will do this. And you will be able to anticipate the movement of your enemy. If you cannot respect your enemy, you will not look at my enemy and try to put your head space in a way your enemy there. And if you can't looking at your enemy head space, everything where your enemy are going to do, are going to surprise you. Because you're always going to be reactionary. You're always going to be reactive to what it is that your enemy is doing. If you are not the type of person to looking at going at somebody's head space to say, alright, what am I going to do now? Alright, and try to anticipate what it is that the person is going to do before them do it and set traps for this person to walk into. Because you have to do that something like a chess you play, you know. Anybody out there with no chess, know this. You can't just jump in a chess and just start to run and just do be a move. You have to see chess is a game of patience. You have to be patient. You have to allow the person that you are playing to make a few moves to learn and see the type of player that the person is. You have to learn the type of player that the person is. Ask anybody, the greatest chess players in the world are the players that are more defensive. Them have defensive based players and them have attacking based players. A defensive player will always beat an attacking player because an attacking player is going to act brash and is going to go in for the kill. A defensive player is going to lay and wait and lay traps for the attacking player to sink themselves. And until our police force or our security forces decide say them are going to start because it is called Jamaican Defense Force, you know, that it's saying, you know, Jamaica Defense Force, you know, not Jamaica Attacking Force, you know, until they actually start defending and laying back and getting to know who it is that they're fighting and starting to anticipate what these criminal elements are doing and starting to appreciate how intelligent and how sophisticated the criminal network is in Jamaica, we will never have any reduction in crime in this country. Because they look at criminals as, oh, that little dirty boy they were rob around this and that little dirty boy they were kill around this so forget a little money for eat. They don't know that these people have same way like how you have general, lieutenant, you have all of them something in the criminal network. Same way like how orders and commands are going out, that is going. Same way like how you have intelligence network gathering and them something, all of them something. Everything they go on up a station, them know go on. Every single thing. Because the criminals have successfully done what the police have supposed to be doing over years. The criminals have infiltrated the security forces completely, from the head to the root. The criminals have successfully infiltrated all of these networks. All of the network, the people them are supposed to look for them to kill them, the criminal them successfully do that because the criminal them are more sophisticated than the RAS police. And this is fact. I know I'm going to get all a backlash about this, but the fact is the fact and the truth is the RAS truth. And if we cannot accept the truth, it means we can't change. If we cannot accept the truth, we cannot change. And if we cannot look into ourselves and say, okay, this is what is happening or that is what is happening, we cannot change. To look at best practices and adapt it. Everybody were there, so. Me in Jamaica good. Everybody may have 200 people up on the live right now. And I can guarantee you that each person right here so know at least 5 somebody. And everybody upon this something actually where they say listen to the foolishness of me chat. Uno actually me in Jamaica some farmer good. Uno want good for Jamaica. That's why they say sit down. If I mix up one day I doubt it because me not trying to mix up right now. Zin, if I excite me to not talk about and that on the day I suffer. Because number one, me not talk nothing exciting right now. Everything when me talk right now is something depressing and debilitating. Because me talk the truth and me talk about the state of it. Me not try to sugarcoat it or pretty it up and make it look like say, okay, this is that. Reason me I do the live here, people, as me telling them I'm frustrated. My frustration it started from last night, from yesterday I kind of get over it, but this man when I wake up and see what it is that the leaders of our country feel that they need to do or feel is the correct measure to combat what is happening right now, it is very debilitating. It is very disheartening. You understand me? I say it is very disheartening. It does ignite a sense of hopelessness in me. Because it makes no sense. You see, everything when we learn, when we are going to school, and them give you a syllabus, I want to learn. And even though you might say you want to go in a business or you want to be an accountant or something, them still give you a science course. Correct? If you go say you go science, you go do the sciences, you go be a nurse or a doctor, them still give you an accounting course or a numeric course. If you go do law, them still give you a humanities course for do and all of them something because you have to be well-rounded. And when you're well-rounded, you have to set and can use the knowledge that you garner to implement it in everyday life. Not because you are never ever gonna be an engineer. That no means you don't need to know physics, because if you know physics, a little bit of physics, I'm gonna make you know say, alright, you know what force is, you know that every action deserves an equal or negative reaction. You know all of them something because these things are things that you can implement in your everyday life. Now, when we are going to school, everybody did science, whether it be integrated science, biology, chemistry, everybody did some form of science when we were going to school. And you see in science, the basic rule of science is this. Basic rule of science. Basic. Everybody know this. Every single body know this. If you do an experiment and you get one result, if you do the experiment 50 times, are the same result you get. If you put in the same properties, the same thing, everything, if you keep on putting the same thing in an experiment, are the same result you go get. The same result you go get. If you do not change anything in the experiment where you do, you cannot get a different result. If are the same things them you put in, the same elements you add, the same way you add it, the result is always going to be the same. Always going to be the same. Our governance has always felt that for them to reduce crime, only thing they need to put in is force. Force and